Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I'm not able to see you yet. I'm not sure if you can see me.
I can see you. Should I click on launch meeting? No?
You are already in the meeting. You should just press a camera on the bottom of your screen that says video.
Camera on the bottom of my screen. You're talking about in the taskbar?
Yes. Are you connected with your phone or with your laptop? Or with your
I'm on my desktop. Do I personally need to sign into Zoom?
You are already signed in Zoom.
Okay.
That's something to do. At the bottom of your screen, you should be able to see audio, video, participant, chat, react, more, and that's where you activate your camera.
I don't see that. Okay, now I lost you. There you are. Okay. I just don't see it. I have an external camera that I plug into my USB.
If you want, you can try to leave the meeting and come back at it.
Okay, let's try that.
Maybe something with the settings. I can wait for you a couple of minutes while you fix that.
Okay. Oh, wait, here we go. Audio, video. No, I see what you're talking about. I'm sorry. There we go. Voila.
Oh, I can see you now. Fantastic. How is
You know
life?
what? I'm going to go throw on a shirt. It'll take about 5 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. That looks a little bit better than my sleeping shirt. So sorry, the time got away from me this morning.
It's okay. What I always say to people when I'm having this conversation is that this is a judgment-free zone.
Okay, good.
Regardless of what you're wearing or what you are not wearing, I don't mind.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you. How is life?
Doing well, more or less.
Where you based, Frank? Where are you calling from?
I am in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay, I have no idea where that is. If you can tell from my accent, I'm not originally from the US.
Kind of middle, partially south of the United States.
Okay.
We're in the West.
West. It's like Southern California?
East of California.
East of California. Okay.
There's not much. Mexico is south of California.
Okay. And
where are you?
I'm in London, UK. So
we're
quite far.
Jolly old England, huh?
We're quite far away. But let me ask you this, because I cannot imagine how you guys live your life over there. What do you do for fun, or what is something that you normally do around there?
Oh my goodness. You know what? We're trying to look for some opportunities right about now. I'm retired and I kind of don't have the money I wished I had. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. So I don't mean to throw a downer on things, but we like to work around the yard, and I guess we went on a cruise a couple months ago. That was fun. So anyway.
So it seems like you're doing pretty good. You're not complaining that much, right?
Not complaining, would like to be doing a little better. But yeah, life is good.
As always. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Now, hear me out. We are booked in for about 30 to 45 minutes today with myself.
Okay.
So for me to help you better, I would like to ask you a couple of questions just to see if what we are doing here actually makes sense for you. Because what Lewis has developed is something that is not for everybody, but is for those people who, while having this conversation, they fit into what the program is. So later on during this call, you will be able to tell me if it is for you or if it's not for you. And also
Okay.
as well, myself, I will be able to tell you if you can fit into this or if not. So just be transparent. If I'm asking you a question, straight to the point, let's optimize the time that we have. And we can just give it a go like that. Does it make sense?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Perfect. So before we actually start, one thing I want to say to you is this, because we know that some people, when they're talking about their crypto portfolio, there might be someone else involved, like friends, brother, sister, wife, spouse. Are you the only one making decision on your crypto portfolio, or how does that look like?
I do have a wife, but it's me. Yes, it's me.
So she doesn't know anything about how you manage the crypto, how you do things, how you educate
No.
yourself.
She's given me free reign.
Okay,
I told her I was spending money, and she said, "Go ahead."
right. Okay.
Okay.
So she's supportive. First thing first.
Yes. Yes, she is supportive.
Okay. So can I ask then, do you know what you're looking for specifically?
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want a yes or no answer?
It would be better to say something to see where we can go with the conversation.
I would like to earn some type of dividends on my crypto without while retaining possession of them. Some type of, I don't even know, staking or whatever. So in other words, I want to keep all my crypto, whatever, loan it out, whatever, and get some type of dividend income from that.
Okay. Now, how familiar are you with what Luis is doing on YouTube?
Not very. The thing that caught my attention to him, which I need to get off my butt and actually do, was his. He did, like, I don't know, 3 videos or something on how to select a very high quality CPA and someone to negotiate this new world for you, and that's what really caught my eye.
Okay. How long you've been following Luis? Or it's very
I don't really follow him, to be honest with you.
I'm curious, how did you got in the first place today?
Well, I mean, I saw him on the YouTube, and he and I spoke once earlier. He told me he was doing something kind of new, and for whatever reason, we decided I was not a fit. But yet he's been sending me emails,
Okay.
and I got this email and wanted to pursue it.
What was the email saying? Just so I have more context.
I'm doing something totally new. It's hear me out, get rid of your crypto. It's way too time consuming. Hear me out.
Right, I see. Okay. Now, if we go back to the first conversation that you had with Luis, was it a one-to-one conversation?
Yes.
It was. Do you remember what you guys discussed it back then?
I really don't. I really don't. I want to keep my crypto, and I don't know if he talked about selling it or whatever, because that would have probably been a no for me. But no, the answer is no.
Okay. Now, just to give you some context and to see where this conversation is going to go from, because I'm not sure if we can help you just by what you mentioned to me right now. I want to earn dividends. I want to hold on to my cryptos. It's not what we do.
Okay.
What Luis has developed in the last, from July until now, which is about 5 months, is an exit strategy. Is something that we have to start with the mindset first, helping you understand who you want to be in the long term and who you are now, how that gap is going to look like, help you with the self-development that is in between, to then you figuring out how to create an exit strategy that fits your own life and your own desire in life. That's what he has developed. So this is not a program that is teaching you how to trade or is not telling you how to earn dividends passively. This is something that we create together with you and with Luis to have an exit strategy automated so that then your broker is going to execute, okay? Is going to share the money that you told them to take from. Meanwhile, we move some money into stable coins to then go and re-enter the market once again when the moment is the right one. Does it make sense what I'm saying, or is just putting you a lot of confusion?
Yes, I feel as though, or I thought I possessed the stable coins,
Okay.
and I feel as if I have a pretty handsome amount of the stable coins.
And
Do you want to know what they are? I mean, does that mean anything to you?
it's not relevant. You can have, for what I know and for what I can care here, you can have millions of millions in your crypto portfolio. I'm not going to get any money out of that. Luis is not going to get any money out of that. So we don't care how much money you have. Being brutally honest with you.
For example, I thought XRP was kind of the stable coin of all stable coins.
Right.
And now you're telling me to exit it and come back in. That's, you know, my ears are open, but that.
No. It's not what Luis is saying. The way he puts email out there is for you to realize that there is a different way to operate in the crypto markets.
Okay, I don't trade or do anything. I'm a hodler. You know what I mean?
Does the idea to you make sense somehow? Because that's all we have here. Again, we're not teaching you how to trade. We're not telling you what cryptos to buy and stuff like that. This is a program specifically based on self-development that is going to help you figure it out your own exit strategy. If that makes sense. Your exit
you're
strategy,
saying, excuse me, you're saying I'm having a hard time with your accent. You're saying exit strategy, EXIT.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Exit strategy seems to be way down the road for me, but okay.
How down?
Well, I guess I don't understand what you're doing. I want to earn some money, but you're talking about an exit strategy, and which means, I mean, other than selling my crypto, what other type of exiting am I doing? I do not trade.
I know that's the good part of it because you don't have to trade. People who enroll in our program, they don't trade.
Okay.
They create the exit strategy to be automated with a broker that we can introduce you to.
Okay.
And they execute upon your exit strategy. So when the right moment is to sell, they will sell. When the right moment is to re-enter the market because we've moved crypto into a stable coin, they will do that as well.
So you're hooking people up with brokers who basically do the trading for you?
If you want to, we introduce you to partners. Is Caleb and Brown, if you heard about them.
Yeah, I have. And in fact, I actually have an account with them.
Fantastic.
I already have a broker.
Right. Is your strategy automated or not?
I don't have a strategy. That's the whole situation.
Right. So we have another problem.
I got a ton of crypto. I mean, I got a ton. But that's what I need is a strategy. How can I make this crypto work for me?
How can you make money? I think that's the reason why we're talking here today, Frank. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay, good. Yes.
Okay. Now, you keep repeating this to me. I have a ton of crypto. I don't want to know specifics. Just give me a range. If you have to convert that in US dollars, how much would that be between this and this?
Oh, I don't even know what they're trading at. So I don't know. 50,000.
50,000?
Yeah, for all of it. Yeah.
All of it. Okay. That's more in the low hands of a portfolio.
I can't believe that because Lewis told me he was somewhat impressed with my amount. I mean, I really don't know what these things are trading at right now. I know
Absolutely.
XRP is like
Yeah.
53, but that's it.
Absolutely. But just for you to know, we work with people who have pretty much the same amount as yourself. We work with people who have less than that. And we work with people who also have millions in their portfolio.
Okay, well, yeah, I
5,
don't quite have
10,
that.
12, whatever. And so the program is designed to work with each and every individual depending on where their portfolio is. So regardless of that, you can still take the program and execute upon it.
Okay.
But the thing is this. Do you remember why Lewis last time said to you, I don't think this should be a good thing for you?
I do not know. He seemed to
No.
say it very quickly, and I wished we had talked a little bit more
Right.
before we signed off.
Mhm. Okay. So let me give you some more information about the type of people that we work with, just to see if you resonate with them in the first place.
Okay.
Majority of our students come with us and they want to work with us because of these 3 reasons. The first one is because they do understand that time is extremely valuable and they don't want to waste time. Second thing is because they don't feel in control of their portfolio, even if they have millions or hundreds of thousands, they don't feel in control because of a lack of education. And the second point is they want to take profit and they don't want to wait for someone else to tell them when to sell. Out of these 3, which one do you see yourself in, if any?
Well, or all 3.
That's good to know. That's good to know. So how much time do you want to wait before actually creating a strategy or having a strategy ready for you?
Well, I'm ready to go now.
Okay. Unfortunately, I cannot give you the strategy myself, but it has to go through a program.
Well, I understand that, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, within reason, whatever.
Absolutely. And Frank, would you say you have anywhere between 4 to 10 hours a week to learn, take the course, take the calls, and execute also?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, by the way, how long have you been in the crypto markets?
I don't know, maybe 3 years now. I don't
3
know.
years. So, I'm not sure if you went through a bull run yet.
See, let me tell you what happened. I bought a whole bunch. I'm holding it, and I've bought some other junk coins that were a mistake. But I haven't traded, I haven't done anything. I just bought and hold.
What do you say mistake?
Well, just some junk coins that basically are going out of business right now as we speak.
All right, so you lost money. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see.
But again, because I didn't do anything, probably.
Right. That's a good thing that you said to me. That, I mean, it's not a good thing, but it is, because it puts me in a different perspective. Because one mantra that all of our students are bringing into the program is this. They all say that they saw their portfolio go up in value, they saw the portfolio going down in value. They did nothing, but this time they want to be ready to make money. And as a bull run is approaching, perhaps can be in 2 weeks from now, or even 2 months from now, we don't know that. They all want to be ready.
Okay.
So I want to share my screen with you. just to show you what this program is about, to see if we're on the same page, basically.
Okay.
So let me know when you can see my screen for now.
I started sharing. Okay.
Can you see?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I have for you, Frank, is this. A 6 months mentoring program called Blockflow. So
Okay.
so far we have 74 members. I'm not sure if you watched some of the testimonials after you booked this call.
No, I did not.
No, you didn't, right? No worries.
No.
So few things that I want you to understand about the program is that on one part we have the accountability, and on the other part we have the execution and you learning. The
Okay.
moment, learning all the execution part. So when I say accountability, one thing that is worth to mention is the fact that you can interact in conversation with all of our members in the group. On top of this, we're going to give you one group call a week with other students and with Luis all together in a room where everyone can ask questions. And then talking about the education part of the program is where you're going to study, as I said to you, those 4 to 10 hours a week. Now, those are all the modules available in the program. Keep in mind that the last 2 will be due by March. This is how we create an entry strategy that will be available by March. But really, how we start is with the foundations, meaning giving you the basics of trading and the basics of crypto in itself, and also helping you with the mindset that you need to have, the right mindset that you need to have in order to then create the exit strategy. Because the exit strategy will be a reflection of who you are and who you want to be, as I said to you before. And so removing all distractions around, like the guy on YouTube, the guy on another platform, or the guy on television that is giving you advices on what to buy, when to sell, and how much to sell. So the foundations on the first module will be then always they will be bring up in the program, right? For the whole duration of it. So that's where you actually learn everything from the beginning. How to read the charts as well will be covered into that. And then we move to the exit strategy, which, as you can see, can be split in 2 parts. Number 1 is the discovery, and the second part is the action. So when I say the discovery is as well, we need to know you better. The program comes with a personality test, a risk assessment test, and a stress tolerance test, because we need to understand how you can react when the market is moving a lot. This is why also we're creating an automated strategy, because from the moment where you've done your self-development and you send the email to your broker, which is Caleb and Brown, they will be the one executing. It's not going to be yourself doing everything, right? So that's how we remove this emotional state and the emotional pain that can come with your crypto portfolio maybe losing like 5% or 10% in a single day. So they will deal with all that stress. And this also is helping you have an authenticity within your portfolio, because you know yourself when to sell, what to sell, in what stable coin you want to move your cryptos when we're facing a bear market. If that makes sense. Do you follow me so far?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so this is the action part. As you can see here as well, automated Caleb and Brown. So this is giving you all the foundations to go and execute about that. And then the last part of the program, which will be due by the end of this year, is the entry strategy. How to take advantage of taxes, rules and regulations, where to put the money, basically, when we need to. That's how you can feel confident and comfortable in what you're doing with your portfolio. And the way I say this is going to be done by the end of the year is because as today, we only have 3 videos available. 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, 1 and 2. I think there is someone else available already. No, it's just the first two models, which are still available, but the strategy itself is not ready yet, as it will be by the end of the year. And another thing I want to mention with you, Frank, is the fact that the weekly calls will be recorded and available for you to watch every time. All of them. In fact, I just want to play one of those for you to have some information. Let's say 2nd of September. I'll just play a call in a random minute, okay? Just so you know what they're saying. Let's say timing.
One of 2 ways. That one way is tackling the first one before it becomes a bit straight away. So you get number 1 as a habit, and then move to number 2, and you're able to integrate number 2 as well as 1.
But it depends. The habit could be really a detailed habit and could take a month to get, it could take a year just for the one habit to become automatic. So unless you prioritize the habit, but then that's in terms of ease, but maybe that's another way of doing it.
Yeah, there's so many elements to that because everyone has a different. Yeah, like that. I guess it's more about the work towards it rather than, like, for example, the gym one that many people are doing, or getting into better shape. You're not going to reach Saudi immediately. Like, you have to work up to that. So I guess it's like the habit is you got to start working towards the habit for the result in the end, even though the result might take a while. I don't know. It's difficult because there's so many different things people want.
And I think maybe prioritizing the habit. What's the low-hanging fruit versus the reward, the quickest reward to get back to you versus the longer version of whatever other habit there is. Because one of habits is going to take at least.
Would you prefer low-hanging fruit or the most difficult first?
I'd rather low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging. No, I think if you start to see the results of one habit straight away as quick as possible, then that gives you the boost you need to keep going. So I would definitely prefer low-hanging fruit.
Glenn, what are you thinking of that? You're there, Glenn.
Okay, I kind of get a sense of what's going on here.
You want me to play a few more minutes?
I don't really, unless there's a specific point you want me to get. No, you want me to just get the interaction. I understand that.
No, there's no specific point because I personally don't go into this call. So I will just pretty much the topics that they might talk.
I get the interaction though.
Right. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So that's all about it, Frank. This is what we have here. This is how Luis can help you create a strategy, formulate a strategy, and then automate it. Now, my question to you is, do you feel this can help you and get you the results that you're looking for?
Yes. Yes.
I'm curious though. Why do you think it can?
Essentially, you're setting us up to trade. So you're setting us up to trade, yet we're contracting with a broker. We're setting our parameters, contracting with a broker to do the trading for us, which is appealing because I don't really have the time to sit and watch the computer all day long, or the skills, quite frankly, the skills to know when to trade. So yes, it's appealing. Yes.
Anything else that stuck with you other than this?
Uh, Well, I guess I just have more concerns and more questions. But again, I would just reiterate that handing the work over is very appealing.
Right. So the automation part of it also is.
The actual following and buying and selling, the hard work, yeah.
So do you have any questions for me before we move to the next part? Like the program?
Am I correct in my assessment? Well, I do. I have. I'm going to assume I'm correct in my assessment that we're trading in the stock market via a broker.
Mhm.
When you say stable coins, my understanding is that that's kind of where the ball game is right now. Ripple's even creating a stable coin. China, everybody wants their stable coin to be the one for global trade. But Ripple, I really seem to understand or think is kind of involved with everyone everywhere. And, the big banks are getting involved, entire governments are getting involved. And so I thought Ripple, XLM, and XDC, which is becoming a little questionable right now. Well, all the ISO ones were the way to go. The ISO.
Frank,
20...
what's the question? I'm not understanding the question. Just those are just thoughts.
Okay. So the question is, when you say we're going to exit and then get back in with stable coins,
Right.
what type of stable coins are you looking at? I mean, they're already kind of identified. They're already known, aren't they?
Do you know about USDT?
Yes.
Right. That's a stable coin as well
Yes.
that we can consider while exit the market and then entering the market again.
Which is basically a trade.
It is, but obviously we have to put things where they can be stable for a period of time before we enter the market again.
Okay.
This is the part where, again, the automation is going to come in place with
Okay.
Caleb Brown.
So my question is, again, I like the idea of having somebody else handle this.
Right.
And that was kind of why I told you what I told you in the very beginning of our conversation, in that I just want to make dividends or something like that. Meaning, I don't want to trade. However, if somebody else is trading for me, okay, I'm all in.
Right. I get that. And
Well,
again, that's why we're having Caleb Brown executing everything.
So the question is, if there's going to be this I don't know, upheaval, restructuring, new way of doing business, if the whole world's going to go digital.
Yeah.
So yes, I understand trading, but if the whole world's going to be digital, aren't there also options to make money more like I suggested and just get a dividend off of something by staking or whatever, as we would do in the old fiat method today?
What you're saying is basically, I want to keep my crypto, but I want to trade to make money.
Well, I
That's what
guess
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying is I want to loan my crypto out and get paid
Right. This is not
dividends.
what we do. It's not what we do.
I know, I understand you don't do that, but certainly that's got to exist out there.
But you're talking to the wrong people then.
Okay. No. I just,
Right? So what
no,
we
I
can
understand you're the wrong
assure
people for
you
that.
is this. We can
I'm
keep-
sorry, say what you just said again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but repeat yourself, please.
Yeah. What I can assure you is this, that from the moment you starting the training, you will have an exit strategy that will benefit you. Meaning, you can go and make money from the very first moment that you execute the strategy.
Okay.
Because this is what Caleb and Brown is going to help you, and as well yourself. You're going to help them, they're going to help you at the same
Okay.
time to have an
Yeah.
exit strategy that at least perhaps can make you 2K a month, for example, in dividends that pays you back, whatever. And
I
then
like that.
moving the money into a stable coin, we re-enter the market, you put more money into the coins and stuff like that. So it's a all 360 automated process, meaning you study, you execute the exit strategy, you re-enter the market, and then you need another exit strategy at that point. Hence why you need the same self-development that you've done in the first place. So it's a circle, pretty much.
Okay, I'm interested. I'm very interested.
So I don't know if you have any other question, Frank, but for me, the next step we'll just be talking about the investment to see if this makes sense to you as well.
No, I've given you my my questions, my concerns, and I understand that we are talking trading through Caleb and Brown.
Yes, that's who is gonna handle your transaction on a daily basis or on a weekly basis or whatever that strategy will be.
Okay, that's great.
So for everything I've mentioned to you, 6 months, the coaching call, access to Lewis, the community, and the modules, we're talking about 3K USD. How do you feel about that?
That I would pay for your service.
For the coaching. For the coaching, for the introduction to the platform, and the
Yeah.
module.
Uh,
And it's really investing, it's not paying because you're getting the knowledge out of it and the strategy, right? So it's more of an investment.
yeah, it would be nicer if you guys just took a cut out of my earnings 6 months down the road.
We don't do that, Frank. We're not a brokerage company, as I told you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming I need you guys because I'm too little for Caleb and Brown to want to deal with me individually.
You said you had an account with them, correct?
I do. But it was kind of a special deal. I don't know what they would do with me individually.
Lewis knows them directly because we have 75 people.
And
through
you're
us.
bringing them big volume.
Right.
To whereas if I just went to them by myself and said, go trade for me, they'd say, well, you're too little and we don't want you.
Can be a possibility. We can say that. Can be a possibility.
So basically, and I'm just going to be blunt here. Please don't be offended, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying 3,000, investing 3,000 for you to help me figure out my stress level, my tolerance level.
Not only that. We're helping you find the confidence within yourself to have an exit strategy that reflects the way you want to live your life.
Okay, but that's a sales pitch. I mean, I appreciate it, but that's a sales pitch.
It's not, Frank, because everyone who joined us didn't need a sales pitch. They just needed guidance and help because they realized they didn't have the right knowledge when it comes to crypto.
Well, and that's me.
First thing you said to me as well, I don't have knowledge, I don't have information. I just bought some cryptos and I don't know what to do with them.
yeah,
True.
that's me. So let me just say from today, when can I start seeing some income?
How fast can you digest the program? That's my question to you. Because if
The average speed, maybe a little above average.
right, so we had people who started the program and finish it, meaning strategy ready within 2 weeks. And we have people who went through that within 2 months. So it really depends. Everyone says, yeah, I'm gonna do it as crazy, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna study on it. But then, you know, we are people, we are human, we kind of
All right.
sometimes we have things and stuff like that, right? So
Let's say 2 months. It takes me 2 months to get through it.
let's say 2 months. Within 2 months, when the right moment will appear for Caleb and Brown to start sending money, they will do that because everything is automated at that point. And this will be a reflection of where the market is. If the market is still where it is now, in 2 months from now, you're just simply going to lose money if you sell your crypto. Right? So we need to wait for the market to be ready.
But you're saying, presumably, 60 days, I can see some cash flow coming in.
It depends on the market, Frank. If
Okay, no, I get you.
If you're having a bull run in 2 months from now, then yes, of course.
What I'm hearing is the whole market's going to go on fire spring of 2025. No comment? Meaning all these banks, Visa, MasterCard, everybody is going to be crypto ready spring of 2025.
Yes, but again, listen to me. You're basing this assumption upon what they told you on the news, right?
Yes.
How about you base your own decision based on what you want to achieve with your crypto wallet?
Fair enough. Fair enough. But I'm trying to get a feel for I guess what I'm asking you, do you guys see the crypto market as something more than just a brokerage firm usage tool, or do you see it as a total revolution of the entire global financial system?
That really depends where you put your money, isn't it? Because as you mentioned to me before, I put some money into shitcoin and I lost money.
Mm-hmm.
If you find a nice project that is actually going to benefit perhaps a third world country, then this can be a revolutionary thing, isn't it? But that comes again back to the fact that you go and educate yourself, knowing in which project you want to invest to then take money out of it and make your profit out of it. So keep in mind, again, this is a self-development plus an exit strategy mentorship.
I understand that. I'm just kind of asking what your and Lewis's big picture feeling of the crypto industry is.
Luis shares his insight on his channel. And also by joining the program, you will have a personalized feeling of what he really thinks, because in a way, his YouTube channel is a filter for people who believe in what he says, and then he goes deep and deep and deep into his.
Okay, well, Okay, so yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, I don't have any money, but I'm interested.
Well, we need to come up with the money then.
Yeah, all right. So when do you want to do this?
We can do it now. We just need to figure it out the logistics in terms of finances. Can you do crypto? Can you do credit cards? Can you do debit cards? Do you have a business card? Whatever.
All right, so if I did crypto, that would go on the market value of the crypto today.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay.
You have credit cards that you can use?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, unfortunately, you're basically buying education. So it's not unfortunately, it's fortunately that you have that.
All right. Do I have to give you a decision right now? Can we talk in another day or two or something?
If I say yes, would you make a decision now?
Put it this way, I'm 95, 99% gonna do it. I'd like to just stew it over a little bit.
Totally understand that, of course. So what comes up for you when you go and think about it, or stew it over, as you said, or maybe sleep on it? Just to see.
Well, I already owe a little bit of money, and it would just be adding to that. And I guess I got to come to terms with that somehow. I don't know. I guess I just have to make myself feel good about it. I don't know. I mean, basically nothing.
Fine. So why are we just wasting or spending time instead of just
Ah,
starting
fuck.
studying from tomorrow, perhaps?
Yeah, I don't know. All right. So is that where we're at? Do we have any other things to discuss or talk about? Nothing else to show me?
The moment we clear the investments, I will get Lewis to contact you for the onboarding call, and you will be ready to rock from perhaps even tomorrow.
And then so what? I will send my crypto over to Caleb and Brown.
Lewis is gonna on the onboarding call, Lewis is gonna guide you through that process. It will just be you and him on the first call, guiding you through that process. But again, it doesn't have to be from the very beginning, because we want you to have the education ready first, and then communicating with Caleb and Brown when the exit strategy is ready.
Okay. Well, should I have my hard wallets opened up and ready to go when I talk to Lewis, or?
I'm gonna ask him, advise you. I'll send you an email, but he will also tell you what will be best. But not as now. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Let's do it.
I can send you the link here in the chat, Frank.
Sorry.
A couple of seconds to.
So I just got my credit card had a there it is. Okay, good. My credit card had a fraud attempt on it, and so they just sent me a new one, and I just got it in the mail, and I'm opening it up right now.
Hmm?
And so here it
Probably
is.
activate that somehow.
Excuse me?
Normally, when you get a new card, I'm not sure if it works with credit cards as well, but the first payment that you do, you should insert the card and use the PIN.
But
we can try regardless.
I've never had that problem before. They're probably gonna want to contact me, assuming you might be a fraud too. That's probably what's going to happen here. I still have to call the 800 number
Okay.
You know what? We don't need to do that. I can probably take care of that on my own.
I've just sent you the link here in the chat box on Zoom.
You sent it, okay, on Zoom, so I don't need to go to my email
No.
in the chat box. You are chatting as a guest. Okay, so click buystripe.com,
Correct. That's the one.
clicking on that. $3,000. Alrighty. And I trust you guys aren't gonna sell my email to anyone, yeah?
Why would we need that?
I don't know. I just got so much crappy junk mail. I can't stand it. Okay. Buzz. All right. Card. All right. So you want me to type in the info and pay the money now is what I'm doing, yeah?
You can see the link, correct?
Yeah, I'm typing it in.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so enter my phone number. Securely save my information for one click, Joe. Okay. And so who is this going to get billed to? Lewis Jackson or what?
Yeah, correct.
That's what my statement will say?
I can send you a receipt also. A proof
Okay,
of
that's okay.
payment.
That's okay. 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 All right. So I'm gonna have to call and talk to my bank and tell them to approve this.
You can mute yourself for now. Frank,
Yes.
you can mute yourself on Zoom.
Okay.
Because otherwise I will just simply be listening to everything you guys said. And
Yeah.
honestly,
Okay, here we go. They're letting me maybe do it on the cell phone. Okay, they say to give it a couple minutes and try it again.
Right.
All right, what do you think? Think I waited long enough? Or should I give it a couple more?
Just wait a few more seconds.
All right. I'm just gonna click on the pay again. I'm not gonna re-enter all the info. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just asking if you had experience with others doing this.
Fine. It should probably be okay. Otherwise, you just click the link again that I send you in the chat and we go through that again.
Okay, okay. Well, maybe I'll, well, let's try it again. All right, let's try it. All right, I'm going to click on the link again. I'm gonna have to call my bank. I apologize for this.
I can see it, Frank. You didn't go through twice. It says failed.
Twice.
The bank returned the client codes.
At Nintendo, we are committed to strength.
Frank, I'm going to mute you from my device because I
Okay,
can.
well, I was gonna mute myself
Ah,
once they picked up. Hello? Okay.
I just did that for you. No worries.
I will send it through right now. Okay.
I wanted one quick thing. How much is the purchase for? Just so I know.
For the full 3,000.
Gotcha. Okay, let's discuss that real quick. All right, so I'm glad you bring that up. So, what kind of purchase is this? Is this for like, I guess it's just like equipment or something like that, or?
It's for an educational class.
All right, good deal. The reason why I'm asking that is you do have limits with debit transactions. I want to discuss that real fast. Do you know if they can run it as credit? Because your limit with credit is actually 2,500. So let's do this. What I can do is I can send a request up to give you additional funds, but you have to run it as credit. Do you think they can run it as credit? Would that be an issue at all?
Simone, you can run this as credit, correct?
As soon as you process that, it will be automatically as credit, yeah.
Yeah, credit is great.
Perfect. Hang tight for me, Frank. I got to do one last thing for you then, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I got to send that request up to have that available right away. So I just hang tight for you while I do that.
Okay. He's doing one other thing, Simone.
No worries.
I just got another card. So you know you're purchasing that amount. So just bear with me. I'll give you once I get the green light. I'll let you know to run it. So got one last thing here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I asked. Yeah, because you definitely, and I'm glad I hang on the phone. You definitely would run into that problem. So
Okay.
definitely on that stuff. Bear with me, guys. The request equal 3,800. We'll have to do so it's fine. Okay. This request is good for 24 hours.
Okay. And so I'm using the card that ends in 5781, correct?
That's what I got. So I'm looking at you.
And we're going to do 3,000 right now.
I'm gonna request up. I'm just waiting for the thumbs up for my card team, and I'll let you guys run it.
Okay.
Time for me.
Okay.
Once I get that thumbs up, you're good. So bear with me. Yeah, anytime I want to do if it goes above your limits, just give us a call. We just got to initiate what we call it a VIP request because it has that for the future, but it's a very, very quick and easy thing for us. But I'm just waiting for the green light. I'll have you guys run it.
Okay. That's going to be pretty quick, I assume, yeah?
Pretty fast, yeah. I'm waiting for a message right now from them. They're pretty quick about it.
Okay.
And like a minute, 2 tops, yeah. It's not like a day or so, nothing like that. No, I'm just waiting for a message from them. So it's nothing crazy like that. So yeah, but thanks for understanding. I'm really glad I hung on the phone because it just would have been another headache.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but we got you. I'm just waiting to hear back and I'll confirm it. Other than this, been having a good day so far.
Yep. Yep.
That's good. It's always good. And then I'll reach out to them again. Just waiting to hear back.
Simone, I'm sorry for this, but it should be just a minute here.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back. Thank you for the patience. Just message me back. You are all set. Can you try running that transaction through, please?
All right. I'm going to click right now. Okay. 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 Simone, how's it look at your end?
Let me double check because I just sent you the agreement for you to go and authorize that while you read. I've sent it to your email address, which is abcfrank@pm.me.
Correct.
Have a look.
I haven't gotten your email yet, Simone.
It can be in the spam folder sometimes.
In the what?
Spam folder or junk folder?
Oh, spam.
Could be.
Okay. But can you verify it went through, Simone?
Yeah. Just got it now, and I'm sending you a receipt for that. Proof of payment.
Okay, but it did go through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Well done. Congrats. Send.
There we go. Yeah, Sean, we're good. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Doesn't I transfer any of the questions before I let you go?
No, that's it. Thank you much.
You guys have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Frank is telling me
Okay.
he's telling
Yes,
me
sir.
that the email address is wrong.
No, I got the receipt and everything is fine.
You got the agreement also.
Yeah, receipt from Lewis Jackson Limited.
Oh, okay, perfect. Because I just got an email that says delivery failure. I'm not sure what that is.
No, it's in my inbox. They don't, sometimes they don't like the pm.me.
Right.
So if you
Oh,
want to just put a little note that you can also send it to, oh God, I can't even remember.
Type it in the chat if you have.
I can't even remember what the hell it is. So we'll just leave it as it is because I've been getting all your emails.
Okay, perfect.
So it's been working.
Now,
I think
you
it's
got-
I'll type it in the chat. Let's see with the chat.
please.
I don't see chat.
And, what it says here? Okay, it says
Chat, there it is. Okay.
Can you see the agreement though? Can you see like block flow program, terms and conditions? Yeah?
Amount paid. If you
No,
have any.
I'm not just talking about the receipt payment. I'm talking about the agreement.
Okay, there's the receipt. This XRP, actually the next Swift. Is that it?
Oh, if you go in your email, you should have the agreement that I've just sent you, and it says block flow program, terms and conditions, October 2024 onwards.
No.
Okay.
It takes a bit.
No worries. Type your email address, another
Yeah.
address in the chat, and I'll send that over there.
Where do I type?
Chat.
I see that, but okay.
Oh, you know what? Let's do this. I'm just typing for you the link here in the chat. Can you open that one sec? And I can also try to send it over to you here on ProtonMail.
Okay, terms and conditions. Yep.
Perfect. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. As soon as you authorize that, you will have your copy. We will have our copy as well. And in the meantime, I'll try to book you in for the onboarding call with Luis. Ultimately, I'm going to use the email that you just typed in here. abcfrank@croton.mail. Croton.mail.
You better send me a sample email just to make sure that works.
Okay, perfect. Now, Frank, I've got Luis's calendar in front of me. What time zone are you in? Is it mountain time? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What we can do is tomorrow 6 a.m. or tomorrow 8 a.m. to onboard you.
Tomorrow is the 30th.
Correct.
6 a.m. is fine with me. 6 a.m. my time, yeah?
Mhm. Yeah, 6 a.m. your time.
And tomorrow is Wednesday.
Correct.
Okay, good, good.
I'll send you confirmation just now. Don't worry.
Okay. And it'll be another Zoom call?
It's gonna be another Zoom call. Correct.
And you're gonna, same thing as today, you'll send me a link and all that?
Yeah. It will just be generated from the email. I'm just doing it right now for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the email that it says @proton.me. Correct?
There's Simon Roku test. Yeah, so I got your test, so that worked. So yeah, okay.
I'm gonna
Good,
use
good.
that email then. And one thing I want to ask you is your phone number. Let's see if I can see your phone number here. 505-301-5491, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just have a look at your email because I've just generated that for you. So you have the link and you have all the information about the onboarding call.
Okay, before we talk, an invitation. Okay, great.
You got it, yeah? Perfect.
Yeah.
So it's all good on my side. We went through everything. One thing I will suggest you, Frank, is this. Create an account on this platform, skool.com.
Okay, wait a minute. I got to write that down.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Right.
Okay, and create an account on that?
Create an account, yes. You can log in with your Gmail account, with your Facebook account, but this is where you're gonna have to watch the modules on this website. And then Luis is gonna give you access to everything. skool.com.
Okay. Okay, and log in or create an account. Okay.
You can do that later on. What is important for me now is if you've got the email confirmation for the meeting for tomorrow.
Invitation, Lewis Jackson. Yeah.
Perfect. That's it.
Oh, wait, it says, okay, it says 6:30. Oh no, 6 to 6:30. Okay, you're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
6:30. Fantastic. And another thing, get ready. Now we're gonna show you how to really make profit with your crypto, not just leaving them somewhere to see what's
Well,
going on.
hallelujah. I am ready for that. I am ready for that.
Thank you for your time, Frank. I'll leave you for now. And you're booking for tomorrow with Frank.
Hang on.
Yes, tell me.
Simon, okay. Okay. For some reason, my email doesn't like yours, but it went through. They're just warning me that you may be a spoof, but that's okay.
It always says because you're an organization. That's why it says.
Okay.
Your email counts as an organization email, and so it tells you that this user is not in the same organization as yourself.
Okay. Okay. So I'm sorry. What did you say? Get ready and then what?
Get ready. Tomorrow you got the onboarding call with Lewis. Create the account on School because he's going to give you access to the platform from there. And then you're ready to start studying from tomorrow morning.
Okay. And I do not need to have my hard wallets opened up or anything like that?
I don't think so. I'm going to double check with Lewis and he will be able to give you all the information needed tomorrow. But don't worry for it now.
Okay. Very good. I don't know if you're Simon or Simone, but take no offense, please.
I go by both. It's
Okay. Okay.
Don't worry. Frank.
All right. Good to
I
talk to you.
really enjoyed the conversation today. And I also hope this is going to give you a bit more confidence as you go and learn the product and the program itself. So slowly, take it a little bit of a time and then go back, ask questions, engage with the community also, because those people